Today we will discuss about the path of a moving charge particle in a magnetic field. Nature of path of a charged particle in a uniform magnetic field. Nature of path of a charged particle in a uniform magnetic field. This is topic for today. So, first of all, we take a uniform magnetic field present like this. Cross symbols. Cross symbols represent that the magnetic field is into the plane. Suppose a charged particle, positive charged particle, enter in this magnetic field. The strength of this magnetic field we can suppose B. Magnetic field we can represent by vector B, and strength of this magnetic field is B. Charged particle enter in this magnetic field. There are two conditions. To enter this charged particle magnetic field. First condition is the angle between the direction of charged particle and magnetic field is 90 degree. Means charged particle enters in the magnetic field perpendicularly. Charged particle enters in the magnetic field perpendicularly. This is the first case. Second case, charged particle enters in magnetic field at any angle theta. These are two cases. First, we suppose the charged particle enters in magnetic field with 90 degree angle. It means the angle between V and B is 90 degree. The angle between V and B is 90 degree. Then force applied by the magnetic field on this charged particle will be Fm, as you know the formula, Q V cross B. V cross B. If you want to find the magnitude of this force, that will be Q V B sine theta. As we have already taken theta is 90 degree, so force will be Q V B sine 90. Sine 90 value 1. So 1. Force will be Q V B. The magnitude of the force is QVB, which is applied by the magnetic field on the positive charge particle, whose charge is Q, V is velocity of the particle, V is the strength of the magnetic field, or you can say V is the intensity of the magnetic field. Now we want to find the direction of this force on this charge particle. So we will take if you want the direction of force, as you know that the direction of force is always perpendicular to the motion of the charge particle and is always perpendicular to also the direction of magnetic field. Meaning force, if we suppose the velocity of the charge particle, or you can say charge particle is moving on the plane and magnetic field is into the plane, then force applied by the magnetic field on this charge particle will be perpendicular to both velocity and magnetic field. Magnetic field is like this, most of the particle is like this, therefore the force on this charge particle will be perpendicular to the both these two quantities, velocity and magnetic field. So force will be in upward direction. Force will be in upward direction. Due to this influence of this force, charge particle moves in upward direction. So charge particle will not go in straight way, it will deflect in upward direction like this. When the charge particle comes at this position, we can also find the direction of force. So the charge particle is at this position, velocity is like this, magnetic field is inside the plane, again the direction will be applied force perpendicular to the both quantities, magnetic field and velocity. So like this the force will be in this direction. So we can take our assumption, charge particle will move in a circular path because at every point force will be directed towards the center of this circle. So the path of the charge particle will be a circle. Charge particle will be a circle. So nature, what will be the nature of the path? Circular path. This is the first case. When charge particle enters in the magnetic field perpendicularly, and the path of the charge particle will be a circle. Second thing, in this case, when the charge particle is a circular path, moves on a circular path, we find some quantities, physical quantities, as radius of this circular path, one thing. Second thing, time period taken by the charge particle to complete the one cycle. Third thing, frequency of the charge particle on this circular path. So we will find three physical quantity. Already we have understand the path will be circular when the charge particle moves perpendicularly in the uniform magnetic field. Region I have told already, when the charge particle moves in this direction, force will be perpendicular to the magnetic field and velocity like this. When particle at this position, force will be in this direction. As charge particle is here, force on charge particle will be here. Charge particle is here, force will be in this direction. So always the direction of force will be centered towards the center of the circle. We know that when any particle, any body, even not a charge particle, I am saying for any particle, when any particle moves in a circular path, to take the circular path, it requires a centripetal force. Suppose the radius of this path is r and the mass of the particle is m. Velocity I have already taken v. So to take the circular path of the particle, it requires a centripetal force which is equal to mv square by r. This required centripetal force will be provided by the magnetic field, which we have calculated already, QVB, mv square by r. V will be cancelled. We can find easily radius of the path, mv by b. This is the radius of the path performed by the charge particle in a uniform magnetic field. Radius of path depends on 4 physical quantity. First, mass of the particle. If particle is heavy, radius will be greater. If charge particle is light, radius will be less. Depends on velocity also. Velocity is greater, radius will be greater. Depends on magnetic field. Magnetic field is strong, radius will be less. Magnetic field is weak, radius will be greater, more. Depends on charge also. Inversely proportional. You can see inversely proportional is charge to the radius of the circular path. If charge is greater, charge is more, radius will be less. Charge is less, radius will be more. So this is the formula of radius of the circular path. Now we can find second thing, time period. Time period. Time period T. Time period is the time taken by charge particle to complete one cycle. So distance of one cycle will be circumference of the circle, 2 pi r. Velocity we have taken already v. We can put the value of r from here. So t will be equal to 2 pi mv by b q v. v से v कटेगा. So t equal to will be b q. Time periods. Here is the formula. From this formula we can see time period does not depend on velocity of the particle. Velocity is more, less, does not matter. Time period does not depend on velocity. Now we can find last physical quantity, frequency. Frequency means 1 upon time period. 1 upon time period of time. We can reciprocal to this. We can find reciprocal to this dq upon 2 pi m. This is frequency. You can see again, frequency does not depend on velocity, and this characteristics that frequency does not depend on velocity is used many places. You will study about cyclotron in this chapter also. Cyclotron is basically based on this characteristics, that frequency does not depend on velocity. Okay. Now the second case we will be in next class, when the charged particle makes any angle with magnetic field. We will take in next class. Now class is over for this topic.